There it is. Welcome to the Hidden Heroes Talk Show. My name is Ariel, and this is Erin. Today's guest speaker is Mary Todd. Thank you for being with us. Will you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what are your hobbies, what you do?
Yeah, of course. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm really excited to be with you guys today. So a little bit about myself. I am from a small town in Illinois, actually called Normal, but I live in Naples, Florida. I've done a lot of things, but what I'm most proud to be is an entrepreneur. It has really allowed me the opportunity to do all sorts of exciting things, to travel, and most recently it afforded me an opportunity to publish my first book called E-Molecule, which is all about harnessing your entrepreneurial spirit. I pretty much love to do anything outside, which is one of the reasons why I moved to Florida. I love going to the beach. I don't know where I'd be without the ocean.
That's awesome. Congratulations on publishing your first book. That's a big step.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Will you so tell us, is it on Amazon? Is it paperback, ebook? Give us a little background.
Actually, you can pick it up on Amazon. You can pick it up on Barnes & Noble. You can get it on your Nook, your Kindle, your iPad, pretty much anything, anywhere. And again, it's E-Molecule. And my name is Mary Todd of the Not Lincoln variety.
And what exactly is E-Molecule? What is it about? What does it show? What does it teach?
Well, the book is really about my journey and my coming to the realization, or at least my belief, that everybody has sort of this inner greatness inside of them, and it's that little bit that drives us forward, that makes us want to do more than we did yesterday or become a better person than we were the previous day. And it's that little driver that really makes us harness our passions, enterprise our passions, seek out fulfillment and happiness. And so it's my journey through a whole bunch of mess, a messy life, addiction, recovery, bad relationships, good relationships, kind of chronicles the human experience that is unique to me, but not so unique because we all actually share the same story. Different players, different scenarios, different locations, but we all go through the same gamut of human emotions. And unfortunately, that causes so much fear and uncertainty and self-doubt in so many people's lives that it prevents them from harnessing their entrepreneurial spirit, from harnessing their E-Molecule and doing what they truly love. So it's about that, and planting that seed of anything really is possible.
Now, I'm sure your heart is in the whole book, but I'm sure, but what passage or what chapter would you say mostly relates to you? I know you said it's so unique to you, but still universal. What relates to you mostly?
Well, so the beginning of the book, it chronicles basically 13 years, a 13-year journey to figuring out that, oh my gosh, I know what I want to be when I grow up, and that's me. And anything that can be a reflection of me. So really what resonates for me is near the end of the book, only because that's where I currently stand. I'm closer to who I am today than I was, 13 years ago. I've changed, I've grown, and so I guess the part that really resonates with me is a chapter about yoga. Yoga has been a huge player in my life, and it's been awesome. I think everybody needs to do yoga, but that's another story. But it really came to the realization that I am not two people. I am just one person. And I was spending so much time worrying about, oh, well, work Mary does this, and when Mary's at home, she acts like this, and when Mary's out with friends, she's like this, and I had completely lost touch with who I was and who I am. And yoga for me, the experience on my mat, building the strength, my physical strength, and taking time out of my life just to do that for no one but myself, allowed me to, or at least gave an opportunity for me to recognize that the strength that I was building on my mat and in the physical sense, I was building in my own life, in my own personality, in who I am. So I could really translate. It was so cool to see tangible change. Here I am starting my yoga practice and I can barely stand on one foot, now here I am 6 months later, and I can do all sorts of crazy stuff that I never thought I could do on my mat. And then it was like, holy cow. The same thing is happening in the rest of my life. I just was not opening up my eyes and recognizing that you need to bring your whole self.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So for those who aren't necessarily looking to start a business, can they also benefit from your book?
Yeah, of course. So in my opinion, I think that in order to really have a true chance of success in business, your business has to be a reflection of who you are and a reflection of your passions. If it doesn't, then you might be successful, but your heart's not in the game, and it's all about having your heart in the game. And so, yeah, enterprise your passion. And if you don't know how, reach out to people like me, reach out to other people that are doing it, because yeah, it can be totally scary when you're getting started, but it's not a path that you have to take alone.
Would you say that's something you keep with you? Like, is that your affirmation, like enterprise your passion, like keep that going? Is that what keeps you going?
Part of what keeps me going. The other part of what keeps me going is really, I guess, kind of my daily mantra of anything is possible, and my belief that when we stand together, we're so much more powerful and we can do incredible things as opposed to just the army of one or the voice of one. So the more people that we can band together, or I can help inspire and band together to go on this journey of self-discovery to enterprising your passion, then I think ultimately that will make the world a better place.
I agree.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the chapter in your life where you met your husband.
Okay. So love is a funny thing. It's a total game changer. And when I met my husband, I should say that it scared the crap out of me. Like so many things, or at least that I've encountered, you know that you're getting really close to something big when, like, the more scared you are, right? So here I am, and I'm absolutely not looking for love, absolutely not looking for relationship, and then this guy walks into my life, and I'm like, this is incredible, this is special. No. New practical Mary, who doesn't make heart-based decisions and only makes brain-based decisions, says this is an absolute no-go, like, absolutely not. So I put my own foot down. I was a complete jerk to him. And my general response to fear at the time, was not fighting, it was just flight. And so it scared me so much that I actually moved to New Zealand and flew halfway around the world to avoid that crazy little thing called love. And then when I moved back to the United States, the universe had a bigger plan and knew better and brought Jeffrey back into my life. And the rest is history, I guess, but it's pretty incredible. I mean, it struck me like lightning, and that's what you have to harness. You have to harness those moments. You have to let those moments ignite you, because if you run away, you could be running away from one of the most incredible things of your life.
And so you're saying, and that's where the key is and how it ties into success?
Yeah, I am saying that. Yeah, when you're afraid, and that's when you need to take the next step forward. Because if it were easy, everyone would do it, right? It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be kind of difficult, kind of hard, but embracing the possibility or embracing the unknown, that's what keeps it exciting.
I love it. So then, what's next for you? What's next?
I don't know what's next for me.
Of course, are you going to be speaking to different, schools or groups of people about your book? Publishing another one?
It's funny. I know that you've written a book, so I don't know if you have the same experience. Now that one is done, I just keep thinking about, oh, well, I could write a book about this, or I could write a book about that, or like the ideas just keep flowing, which is awesome. But I'm like, no, step one, complete this message. So what I've actually been doing is, yes, I have been doing some touring. I've been speaking at universities, primarily to entrepreneurship programs and undergrad programs. I've also spoken at several law schools. I am a licensed attorney by trade, and that just didn't speak to my heart. And I want to share that message. There's nothing worse really than feeling trapped in a place and there's no way out. So showing like, hey guys, like it's okay. I got out and you can too if your heart's not in the game. So I've been doing that, and I also have been teaching a lot of yoga classes, guest teaching yoga classes, as well as teaching yoga, facilitating yoga workshops and retreats.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I love meeting new people.
Well, I like yoga as well. We both do. Yeah. But before we go, what advice would you give to someone who maybe wants to write a book to encourage people to be an entrepreneur, or maybe someone who is running away from a marriage or true love?
Right. So my biggest advice is to just start. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to matter. It doesn't have to be the full dream all at once. It doesn't have to manifest itself completely. You just have to start. You have to take that first step and be willing to see where it leads you.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I agree more. When anyone asks me, how did you write a book? Or what advice would you give? That's the first thing I say every time. You just have to start. And it'll evolve into something, and I always feel like when you get on track with a goal, the next stepping stone just kind of gets there, or the next person comes into your life who's supposed to help you. But yeah, you just have to just start. That's my book behind us.
I love it. Yeah, no.
Keep writing one, so I love it. And yeah, I'm like, okay, book number 2, I want to get started. You know, they say the best publicity and marketing for book number 1 is book number 2.
I like that. I like that. All right.
Because then you start talking about it again and posting about it again, and people are like, wait, you wrote a book before? People that didn't necessarily know. And I know for me, I post on my Instagram, and it's been about 3 months since I've posted, and so many people were like, wait, you have a book out? And I was like, yeah, it's been out. Where have you been?
I love that.
I love your energy. I love your message. I love what you're bringing. Just go for it. And the point you were making about together as one, that's something we're always talking about with our group here, and which is the reason why we kind of started this talk show. Is we started talking to people and finding out so many people who are doing awesome things, whether it's a book, magic, nonprofits, whatever it was across the board. We're all playing a part. We're all doing it in our own little way. And we want to get your message out. We want people to connect with you and reach out to you. By the way, where can followers connect with you?
So I'm pretty much on all social media platforms. My handle is E, as in E molecule, and then Mary Todd. So Mary Todd, that's me. And that's also my website, emarytodd.com.
Nice.
Awesome. Before we go, do you want to leave us with any last thoughts?
A quote, anything?
Oh, so many thoughts and so many exciting things to share. But I guess I'll leave you with one of my strongest held beliefs. I think it was, don't quote me on this, but I think it was an ancient Roman philosopher, and I believe his thought has been quoted by Eleanor Roosevelt and Oprah, all those kind of amazing women. But it is that luck is at the preparation, or excuse me, what is it? Luck is opportunity and preparation. So go out there and be lucky. Create opportunities and be prepared.
Nice.
I love it.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
We love you too. Thanks for being on our show. Thanks for Hidden Hero.
Everybody listening in, this has been Hidden Heroes with Mary Todd. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.